Hey, good morning, folks. Thanks for tuning in here at Coco Lencho, Japan. If you are new to our channel, I'm a foreigner living in the countryside of Japan, and we have a Toyota Hiace camper van, which we have been using for travel throughout Japan, obviously. And we bought it last year, so little by little, I'm doing some improvements on it, and I'll be making a kind of like a compilation video of some of the different upgrades, modifications that we've been doing to make it more suitable for us. And what I'm going to be attempting today is to install additional solar panels here. This is the Toyota Hiace. The conversion company is Toy Factory, and this particular one is the Toys Box. And we did install this awning last time the JCI was due in October. And one thing I did not realize, that if you're going to do this and you want to attempt the same thing I'm about to attempt right now, is that it's better if you install this roof rack before you put on the awning, because there's no space. So I was able to put these on, and I'll provide the link to this particular roof rack that I bought. However, I was not able to put on the locking mechanism like on the other side. So I just had to do my best. Again, if you're going to do it, I suggest that you put these on first and then have the whoever, the dealer, whoever, put on your awning first. But so we have the Jackery 2000 plus along with the extension battery right there on the bottom. That's how we fit it. And Jackery has a special, not special, but it has its own connector compared to then the aftermarket solar panel. So what I did, and if you have been watching, I mentioned Chat GPT quite a bit nowadays, because man, it just makes your life a whole lot easier. And through Chat GPT, pretty much I told it, hey, my surface, my space on the top is 1.5 by 1.5 meters. What do you recommend the best quality and overall product? And of course, I did a little bit of extra research myself. And so I found these RSP200D Renogy on Amazon Japan specifically. And if you live in the countryside, or you're concerned about living in the countryside delivery, no worries, folks. It came right in. And in addition to that, so I'm not quite sure if these are going to work. We're going to have to figure this out here in a minute. I bought some different clamps. That's going to be somewhat experimental. And also the cable. And hopefully I have enough to route it through the other solar. So the solar panel that comes with this van is what the conversion company does. All right, so then also you have to connect them in parallel. So I got these Y connectors, and then this is kind of a 4-in-1 solar panel connector cable. And I think this second one is the one I need for the Jackery, I'm pretty sure. Let's get to this and see how it turns out, and I'll let you know. So the whole point is to be able to be a little bit more self-sufficient as we're traveling around, especially during the summer. Because positive is always red, and they even color code it with a red. Right, so these plug in pretty easy to click in. They seem pretty durable. For what I'm going to do right now is just go ahead and run one in to the Jackery, and then after that I'm going to connect it in parallel and do the same thing, just to test to make sure everything is working correctly before I go through all the trouble of mounting it on top of the van. Next, I'm going to go ahead and plug this into the back of the Jackery real quick, make sure I have the right connector. That snaps right in. Positive. Snaps right in. And let's see if this is the one that I need for The Jackery, that's what it looks like. And these are for the different other type of models that you may have. I might not have the right one. This is a female. Okay, so I was off on my assumption or research. This is the connector that I thought that I would be able to use. Yes and no. This will plug into the Jackery um, plug, which the one that plugs into there, which is a male, and this is a female. So it plugs in. Got that right. However, the opposite end is what plugs into the solar panel, the Jackery solar panel generator for the Jackery. So this one would plug into here, into one of the DC inputs. What I'm going to do is sacrifice this cable, sacrifice this end. I can still keep this for other projects. I have another project coming up, and splice them together. I wanted to do this before I start mounting it, just to make sure that everything will work correctly. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go test to see if it's gonna work. It's nice now. The sun is out. Nice. A minute ago it was a little shady. So for now, like I said, I'm only gonna do one at a time, make sure it works. All right. So the Jackery has its own app, like everything else does nowadays. And I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Yeah, go ahead. It connected via Bluetooth. Go ahead and obviously we see zero input. Let's go ahead and plug in the first one and see what we get. Okay, let's go ahead and plug it into the back of the Jackery. Oh, there you go. 105 watts thus far. 121. 126. This is just one panel, folks. They're 200-watt panels. Nice. Okay, so let me go ahead and connect them in parallel and see what we get. Okay. Make sure they're nice and tight. You hear a little click. And then this one should go into the other negative. And we have two positives. And another one. Let's go see what the Jackery says. Okay, so right now we have 112. And like I said, it's cloudy. I'm going to disconnect one, and theoretically it should go down in half. Let's see. All right, it's disconnected. 68. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and connect it back in. It's at 71%. So at the current conditions, it will take, according to this, 7 hours to fully charge. But let's see, the battery pack right now is at 89%. But obviously, see, it keeps changing. So 2 hours, 3 hours. It all depends on the conditions, but this should give us a little bit more flexibility to travel without having to worry too much about running out of power. All right, folks. So now that I have confirmed that this is going to work, I am going to go ahead and disconnect everything again, and the fun part begins, to try to mount it on the top of the van and then route it into the van and plug it in again as well. All right, let's get you up there. Okay. Slide it all the way back there. See how this is gonna fit. Maybe there. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. All right. Let's get you up there. Let's see. Are you gonna fit? Are you gonna fit? All right. Let's see. Let's butt it up. Okay, so now I got to figure out a way how to mount them properly, securely. That's probably the same thing, isn't it? All right, so let's see what we got here. So just to be safe, I removed the bars, and obviously I marked it, and then I also marked the front and back. It should be square, but just to be sure. All right, so let me go ahead and drill the hose, and then I have to drill the hose here in the panel and see if it works. Yeah, I have to go buy some lock nuts. Let's see if this is gonna work. Oh, that's gonna be kind of hard. Yeah, just gonna have to figure it out. All right, so I pre-drilled the hose on all of them, all four sides. But yeah, we're making progress. All right, let's keep on going. This is day 2 of this project, and I'm hoping that I can get at least pretty close today, at least getting it mounted. We're planning on going on a trip here in I think 2-3 weekends from now, so definitely want to get that, but I also don't want to rush to this either. So all right, so let's go ahead and work on this. So now the fun part begins. All right, let's go ahead and see if this works. Note to self, don't do this again. Yeah, it's hands getting all scratched up, trying to get underneath there. That's okay, we will succeed. Getting close, getting close. Whew. Those back there were pain. Even though they're somewhat aligned, but I still have to like bang things around and get them to fit. And plus, there's not much room with my hands in there. Crawling on the top. One little trick is I've been using this Gorilla tape. Just kind of tape the bolt in place here. Then this is the hard part right here, getting this to line up. Even though I did line them up and everything beforehand. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. A couple boo-boos all over my hands. Starting to get a little late anyways. Sunday. Time to get ready for work. Cut my hair, whether I need a haircut or not. Because I'm bald. All right. Okay, let's finish this up for today. Well, I'm almost done for the day, but just because I am darn curious I plugged it in. It's almost, I don't know, 5 or so. Obviously I still need to, cable management through the solar panel that came with this conversion. Oh, I just want to see if we get anything. Yeah, 92 watts I can see, and it is at 71%. So I'm just gonna leave it. Tomorrow when I come back from work, let's see if we are at 100% already. If it was worth putting 200-watt solar panels, it would be nice to see if it gets to 100%. All right, folks. So I am back at it now. I'm going to try to figure out how to route these cables in. Fortunately, it all works. You can see it's there, it's at 100%, and the main battery is at 100% as well. Everything seems to be working fine. I'm pretty sure if I remove the solar panel that came with this conversion, I should be able to find the route. So let's go ahead and try this. These were actually loose. Good thing I'm doing this. I mean, they weren't that bad, but still. So the original one is routed through here, all the way down into the tail light. So I'm gonna have to remove the tail light and kind of figure out how to get it from there neatly to the battery. So I like this tape. Linerless rubber splicing tape. Really good. I love it. I've had this for years. I need to buy some more before I run out. It stretches and it bonds, and it provides a nice, good, pretty good seal. I'm going to go ahead and wrap these, even though they're going to be under these panels, but still, just for extra protection. See how this stretches. Once you put it on, it kind of bonds to itself, just like that. Really neat. It's kind of like heat shrink, but in the form of tape. It's probably a little hard to see, but I did my best to zip tie it. Now let's go ahead and make an access port through here. Okay, let's see if we can get both of these to fit through. Yeah, perfect. There you go. Now I need to work on the access or the exit over there. All right, so let's work on this side. This is fiberglass, so I really don't want to inhale too much of it. I had to just cut the back right here a little bit, just so that I could slide the two cables through here. And now I'm going to fish it through here and work my way into the battery. Okay, so I had to unfortunately drill a hole into the body here to fish the other two cables through. Okay, so it's the weekend again, and time to finish up the solar panel project on the van. next weekend we're going back out to Kyushu again. If you've been following us along, we tend to go to Kyushu a lot. Next weekend there is a taiko, the drums, Japanese drums concert, open air. So we're going to drive there probably Friday night, spend the night at Michinoeki as usual, and then the following day go to the concert and spend the night at a campground nearby. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up this project, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. This is my first attempt at doing it, and if you followed all along, I had to figure out a way to connect third vendor solar panels to the Jackery. Jackery had its own different type of connection, so I had to splice the cables, and everything seems to be working fine. So let's go ahead and finish this up. Okay, I'll go ahead and call this project semi-complete, other than I still need to clean up my mess here and tidy up. But as far as installing the solar panel, we are all done. The battery's fully charged. It was around 89%, so not much more to charge, but everything is fully charged. The panels seem to be on there pretty well. I don't think they're gonna fly off in the middle of the highway, and we're gonna find out. But if you like this type of content of us traveling around Japan, and then as I make different improvements on the van to make it more suitable for us, it would be really cool to have a little bit bigger size RV, but maybe down the road. I said I need to clean up this mess. But the next project, I believe, is initially we bought these little plastic containers for our clothes. This one's my wife's, and mine is over there, and we had them in the back, and we realized that that was not working out. So what I'm going to do is right here in this section, I'm going to make a box, and then I think, what are they called, totes or something like that, like where you can put your clothes and stuff like that, like for traveling totes, I think it's called. I'll provide the real name, but I saw basically they're like little bricks, and you can separate your clothes and stuff like that. So I'm going to see if I can get the measurement of one, and then make a box that will kind of separate our clothes like that, because we have discovered that, especially myself, when I'm looking for socks, of course the socks are always at the very bottom, so I make a big mess. We need to work on that. And then also what I want to do is make a little water faucet, because this van comes equipped with a little water faucet way over there in the back, which is let's say worthless. So I'm going to buy one of those little ones, 12 volts, and it kind of has a little lever there on Amazon. I haven't bought it yet, and probably find a place to put it over there by the little table, so that while we're making coffee and everything, we can just get water, and I'll have the jug over there, probably incorporated with this. But all right, folks, I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something, and if you did, please give us a like, and follow us along if you would like to kind of know and learn more about uh, camper van, RV, travel in Japan, countryside living in Japan, Akiya renovation, that type of stuff. All right, have a great day. Bye.